What is up, y'all? This is your girl, just called her Meek, and today for my second video, it's gonna be on how I achieve this look. This is my first hair video that I put on my channel, and I hope y'all like it, and I hope y'all like, share, and subscribe, honey. But without further ado, let's cut this short and let's get into the video. So here I have my shampoo and conditioner. The OGX brand is sulfate free, which is really good for your hair. I also have here the pens that I'm going to use, the diamond brush, and the wide tooth comb, which is all good for you. I'm also going to be using a t-shirt because it's less damage to your hair than a towel. And I'm going to have my Eco Styler Argan Oil gel as well. Yes, I took my braids down, y'all, so this is what it looks like after I have taken the braids down. Yes, honey, shake it. So here I shampooed my hair and my shirt was like really wet. I'm going to take my conditioner. I get really generous with my conditioner because I have a really heavy hand. And I don't know why, but I like to put the conditioner around the perimeter of my hair first before I go into my sections and do my hair. I don't know, I've always done that ever since I've washed my hair myself. I make sure that I get the back as well because I obviously can't see it. So I just make sure that I have enough back there. I just feel my way until I know that it's enough. So then I make sure that it's on my edges all the way because you have to make sure that they are hydrated, honey. And I begin to detangle my hair into sections. Now, I had my hair in braids, so it was really hard for me to go ahead and section it out because it was kind of like, tangled up. So I had to go ahead and skip through that. So here I'm going to part it into sections with my hand. I don't really use a comb until I get to the actual section. And then I put the conditioner on the sink because I don't really like putting it in my hands. And I start to rake it through my hair, starting with the ends first. And then I make sure that I get my scalp as well by massaging it. So here I'm going to take my diamond brush and I'm going to start with my ends first. You always start with your ends first so that you do not cause split ends with your hair. And make sure that you're very careful with it. I know it doesn't look like I am careful with it because the video is kind of like sped up, but I make sure that I am very gentle with my ends because you do not want your ends to start to split. Then here I take my wide tooth comb and make sure that the diamond brush got everything out, all the knots and stuff. And I start at the bottom and work my way up to the roots of my head. And that is how it looks when you use the diamond brush. A lot of people just use a wide tooth comb, but I use a diamond brush too because it actually defines my curls with the conditioner in it. I don't know, I've always liked to use that, and I know that it's very good on your hair by not causing split ends. And then here is when I start to twist my hair up because I'm going to deep condition my hair. And I always would part it in sections and I would twist it, make sure I get all the way to the ends. And the leftover that's on my hand, I just put it on my roots or whatever. And then I go ahead and I start to do it to the other section. So it's kind of self-explanatory from the first one. But I basically do that all around my head until I am done. And then I just make sure that all the kinks are out of my head for each section. And sectioning your hair off is easier than just doing it wildly. So this is what my hair looks like when I twist it up with the conditioner on it. I also use a grocery bag, which everyone should have in their house. And this is how I deep condition my hair because I do not like using a lot of heat. So I don't use a dryer that I sit under. I just use the heat that is compressed from using the grocery bag. So then I get my other satin cap, and then I get my shower cap and I put it on top of my head so that all the heat stays intact and packed in there. So now I am done conditioning my hair. I was really confused. I did not know what I was going to do. It just shows all in my face, baby. Anyways, so I start to part my hair into sections again because, again, that's the easiest way to do your hair when you're natural, is to part it into sections. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to also get my Don't Shrink by Aunt Jessie, I think that's her name. I got that from my beauty supply. Yes, honey, show those curls. And I'm going to just part it into sections, and then I'm going to start working the product into my head. Now, I did not know what I was going to be doing to my head. I just knew that I need to do something since I took those braids out of my head, and I did not want my hair to just be wild. So here I took the Don't Shrink, and then I also turned the water on because my hair, it was starting to dry fast. So I don't like the Don't Shrink on dry hair because it makes my hair feel stale. So I turned the water on, just put a little water, mixed it with the Don't Shrink, and then I raked it into my hair. And that is what the curls look like, honey. Yes, elongation. Now, I love the Don't Shrink. It actually makes your hair look really, really good. And it actually does not shrink your hair like most gels do. So I'm just going to go ahead and work that in. And on here, you see me twisting my hair. But towards the end of the video, when I was done with my hair, I actually plaited my hair, whatever you want to call it. Because I always twist my hair. So it's your personal preference if you want to twist it or if you want to braid it. I thought I would have got the kinky look, but yeah. It all depends on if you want your hair to shrink tight or if you want it to be stretched a little bit. So I wanted mine to be stretched a little bit, so I did the plaits instead of the twists. And I just went into sections and I raked the product in. So here I did the Don't Shrink and I did the Eco Styler Gel only because I know that the back of my hair, it does not hold product well when I only put a little bit. So I have to put a generous amount in the back of my head so that my curls are more defined. So there you can see me showing you how defined they are. And I just work it all the way through my head. And I mix it all in my hair. The Don't Shrink and the Eco Styler Gel is just I put certain amounts in my head. If you're just now learning your hair, I would just start off with small amounts first. Don't cake it in your head. But if you know your hair, then you know what amount, how much to put in your hair. So I finished plaiting my hair and this is what it looks like. I did not put the gel on the roots of my hair only because I like the way my hair looks when it's puffy. If you don't like your hair to look puffy, then put it on the ends of your hair. So this is a day later. And I'm taking down the braids now. Or the plaits, whatever y'all want to call them. And when you're taking down your plaits, you also want to be careful with that too, because you could also split your ends by being very aggressive with them when taking down styles as well. I had just cut up, y'all. Don't laugh at my face. Do not laugh at my face, y'all. So I shook my head because when you part your hair, it still have those parts in there. So when you shake it a little bit, that makes the parts disappear. So this is what it looks like when I take all of the plaits down. And I'm just playing with it because I like my hair to look a little frizzed and old looking. If y'all don't like it like that, then when you take it down, just leave it alone. But I like for my hair to look big and old looking. I don't know why, I just do. So that is how I do my hair, and this is the finished look. I also picked my hair out, but if you don't like to use a pick, then I would suggest not to. So just pick it to your liking, and there's a style for you, baby, for the summertime. So to everybody that made it to the end of this video, y'all might as well go ahead and subscribe, because y'all already shared y'all love with me, and I'm sharing my love with y'all for watching it all the way to the end. Go ahead and subscribe and like this video right now.